Round one, we are on the play, and I think this is an acceptable keep. We've got Nest Invader. I'm not going to be able to play Dragonlord Silumgar right away, but I can cycle the Scattered Groves and still probably play the Master of the Wild Hunt. So it seems like a pretty decent way to keep the hand. I mean, turn 2 Nest Invader into turn 3 Master seems appropriately awesome. Just lead with this Temple Garden. Master is a hard card for a lot of decks to beat. Probably not the black deck, because they're going to have a lot of removal. Definitely not the black-red deck. I can just imagine they've got a lot of ways to kill it. Still think I slam it. I don't know. We'll see. I might just lead with Kitchen Finks instead. Kitchen Finks is a really good option. We've got a nice little aggro start here, though. I'll need to find that black mana source, but other than that, looking pretty good. Okay, so I feel like black-red wants to be aggressive, but I haven't seen any aggro cards out of them, so who knows what they're doing. Liliana of the Veil. That's definitely a thing. Make both of us discard. I can just throw away the Fatal Push, honestly. And then maybe throw away Dragonlord Silumgar next. Fatal Push isn't doing anything here. We don't have the Swamp. It's totally acceptable. They have Una. Alright. I'm feeling this Master. It forces them to have to use removal. We can still Kitchen Finks the next turn. I guess if I wait and I Finks now, does that do anything better for me? Can I like wall into Master? I can't. I can Finks into I can Roots into Master, or what am I saying? Roots into Finks, maybe. So if I draw a untapped land, then I can Roots into Finks. I like that enough. They have to -2 the Liliana, which would only kill the Nest Invader. If they have removal to kill the Nest Invader, then they can kill both, but they lose the Liliana. Like we're assuming that we're hitting it for 2 here, and then playing Master, losing the Eldrazi spawn. Losing the spawn is the problem. I don't really want to let them have the Liliana available to minus. Okay, I've convinced myself. I'm too worried about Liliana minus just being really bad for us. Kitchen Finks is a little bit better here. I need to get rid of Liliana first, and then I can worry about the Master. They're going to have to try and use some removal spells to save the Lily. Otherwise, it has done nothing. If they get Damnation off, then that kind of sucks. But it would have been worse with the Master. Thunderbreak Regent. I can bust through that to kill the Liliana still. Well, I really like you, Dragonlord, but I think you're on the chopping block. It's either that or I could throw away the Waller Roots. Nah, I don't have the Swamp. I think that I just have to get rid of Dragonlord. We hit Lily down to 1, lose the Nest Invader. Or, sorry, we'd lose Kitchen Finks, but it comes back, because otherwise Liliana dies. Drew a Mountain. I'm definitely playing that because I don't want to have to lose the spawn to Liliana if there's some shenanigans happening here. Well, Liliana's in the field. I don't really want to use the spawn. Whoop. That was dumb. Send in a message. That's all I'm doing. I could actually cycle the Scattered Groves if they chose to block that way. Alright, they're going to keep Lily alive. I'm okay with this. Yeah, we can just discard the Wall of Roots. I don't think that I play this... Like, I can't play the Scattered Groves right now anyways because I played the Mountain. But I think that I want to cycle that and just draw a new card. Wall of Roots isn't doing us a whole lot right now. I've got to think that our opponent has a removal spell for the Master. Hard to say. I'd be surprised if they didn't, considering their colors. Consuming vapors. Okay. I'm very glad we kept that Eldrazi spawn around. Really, really glad. And now we just attack Liliana with both of our creatures, not the Master. If they block with Thunderbreak, then we can kill it with the Wolf. There's no reason for them to, because it's going to die anyways. They get to eat a creature, but then they lose the Thunderbreak. Doesn't make any sense for them. Wow, okay. They're going to do it. What? I guess that we lose the Wolf and a Kitchen Finks, but this just seems super worthwhile. Even if I'm taking the damage, all of that doesn't really matter all that much. Play the land. I don't know if I want to cycle the Scattered Groves yet. Maybe. I have a fair number of early green cards that I want to play. Try and cycle it, see what we hit. Vivid Grove doesn't do a lot, but it's fine. Get rid of Nest Invader, and hopefully Master just takes it away. That's what we're looking for. No removal? Yeah, alright. If we get a few turns of Master here, we're in amazing shape. Thin out our deck a little bit. I'm feeling pretty good. Uh-oh. That means they have something on 6. Kakusho the Evening Star. I can fight that, definitely. Like, not even with the Wolves. I mean, if they attack, then we attack back for more. So we're in decent shape against Kakusho. I'm not super worried about it. Non-land. That is a non-land. Let me tell you. That is one of the most non-land lands. That is one of the most non-lands we could have grabbed. The thing is so good for us here. I don't think I can actually cultivate for it very much, if anything. Can I cultivate for anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we might have one. That's unfortunate. We got all of our basics. And I guess that I do it. But cultivate as rampant growth is not nearly as good. We get our swamp, and that's the only card that we can get. The problem of having too many non-basics. And just pass the turn. Good news, we don't have a lot of lands left to draw either. Attacking with Kakusho. So they're attacking 5 into 7. Which means they almost certainly have something here. I wouldn't think, yeah. Wouldn't think they'd do that with nothing. This is like an X spell, so they're probably burning Master of the Wild Hunt. No, yes. Black Sun Zenith. Yeah, essentially. That was a very, very, very good draw for our opponent. Alright. I guess we can... Can we do both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't. The Vivid Grove stops us. I can just play Rush Me and wait. Vraska's plus isn't super important. It's really the minus ability, and having a spell for Rush Me is really key, so I'm just going to play the Rush Me and wait. Hopefully they don't draw another removal spell off the top of their library. They just hit something blank. It was pretty unfortunate for them to hit the Black Sun Zenith. That was the perfect answer. Any single removal spell wouldn't have done it. Hey, Wormcoil Engine. That is even better than Vraska. I know it seems weird to have not cast Vraska when we could have, but I think that it makes sense because we just really want to try and set up, like, Vraska can just kill something immediately. We can save it almost as a removal spell. And we want to make sure that if we drew a land, that we still have Vraska to get something off the top with Reshmi. I'm going to put this on the bottom as well. Wow, these are some cards. These are some cards. Now we're cooking. So we're at 12 to 18, but it's looking pretty good for us. Mana Gorger, Hydra, and Wormcoil is amazing. Yeah! All right, Random Pile gets there for the first game. All right, let's sideboard this. All right, done sideboarding. I don't have a lot of cards that I can really take out and interchange. Maybe the Phyrexian Revoker, because it does shut down Planeswalkers like the Lily of the Veil. Lily of the Veil there was super annoying. They don't have a ton of cards that matter like that. They had Lily of the Veil. They had the Una. Una can be very important that way. Our opponent's deck is a little strange, but as I was talking about with Tanya, my wonderful wife, we made everybody else's decks very strange by doing this, which is part of the fun. I'm sure that everybody else has just a mess of a deck because of what we did. Our signals had to be a disaster. I'm just going to send the same deck, though. Like, joking or not, I just don't think there's any good changes to make. We built it perfectly the first time. This hand, however, is not perfect. This one's okay. I can stand to use this. Nicole Bullis just really wants in. Let me in, coach. Sorry, dude. You're benched for a little while. I can't. Like to, but I can't. Temple of Malady. More. That's a tough one. I think that I want the Harmonize. Because I can go Farseek into Scattered Groves or Wall of Roots, and then... Like, I can go Farseek and then Scattered Groves or and then Wall of Roots or into Harmonize kind of thing. I'm going to put this on top. What I'm trying to say is Harmonize is getting cast soon. So not a terrible plan to have that on top. I like drawing extra cards. Cold Steel Heart. Very good card. And we're going to Farseek. We want to try and hit non-basics. Of course, the problem with that is that we need like a swamp here. No, we have the black mana. We need blue. So I don't really have any blue non-basics that I can fetch up. With the Farseek, I just have to get an island. I'm just worried about last time where we ran out of basic cards. I mean, alternately, I could play the Wall of Roots, just because it means that if I have any untapped land, then Harmonize is live. Or if I play Wall of Roots, then it also means that Fatal Push and Farseek is a possibility next turn. You know, that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to do that. And then we'll pass. Because the idea of having Farseek and Fatal Push together here is a pretty good idea, I think. 4. Oh, boy. Wow, that is so perfect for us. That is so perfect for us. I am incredibly lucky. I am so lucky. I will pay the 2. And we have Revolt. So, goodbye, Olivia. What a luck sack I am. I won't lie, that was insanely lucky. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Untapped land, and I actually get to Rishkar's expertise, which is real cool. Olivia Voldaren is not a card we can let live, though. I got the Temple Garden despite having to pay 2, just because of the fact that, again, I don't want to run out of basics like we did last game. That was a bit of a problem. Now, I like the Harmonize here. No untapped land. That's alright. We'll just pass. Like I said, next turn I have the Rishkars. Drawing 0 cards, I suppose, isn't particularly great, but free card is okay. Ooh, Kakusho. Can't stop that. Shriek Maw doesn't do anything against it. I could Finks and Nest Invader. Okay, so let's do those. Pass the turn. Take some damage from Kakusho. Possibly offer, like, attacks back. Try and race a little bit here and Rishgars to get some more gas. I'm worried if they have a Black Sun Zenith, because obviously that just kills the Kitchen Finks. I don't have to do it for much either. Just 2 is a lot here. Shriekmaw is a dicey include still, but we know that they have things like Thunderbreak Regent, so I wanted to keep it in. It's just unfortunate how limited it is in its abilities. Alright, well, there we go. Shriekmaw is now live. I mean, I really like the Rishgars. I could actually Rishgars into Shriekmaw. Yeah, that's probably the best decision that I can make. Because I know that I have the Shriekmaw if we Rishgars. Drawing the 3 cards now while we can seems like a really good idea. They can change it so it's only 2 by killing our Kitchen Finks here, but then they're using a removal spell on just Kitchen Finks. And Shriekmaw. Get rid of Thunderbreak, which is certainly a problem. I mean, we're at a pretty low life total, but I might be able to get through. Nicol Bolas is an interesting hit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so I can play Nicol Bolas. And then we can just deal 7 damage to the Kakusho. Yikes. That's going to be tough, because that does mean that we're at 1 life. And our opponent still has 3 cards in hand. Not a good position for us to be in. Now I almost wish that they would just, like, they wouldn't do it pre-combat, but I kind of wish that they had used the Black Sun Zenith, that they'd found it and just used it. Kakusho for a little bit less would be pretty good. Oblivion Stone. Huh. They're just gonna... They can't kill everything. That's 5, right? I'm gonna put 4 to put it on Kakusho. Well, good news. I can just blow up Kakusho. This also doesn't exile. So we'll get back the Kitchen Finks. Alright. I mean, I'm far from super happy about it. But I do need to kill the Kakusho, and I just die otherwise. Might as well slam it. Oh, right. Wall of Roots is bugged, so I can't actually pay for it. We'll sacrifice the Eldrazi spawn, sure. I don't think it'll make a difference. They're just going to use the Oblivion Stone. Go, go, Lord Bolas. Do your stuff. Actually, wait. Our opponent's dead. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on a minute. We just killed them. I almost did that. I almost hit Kakusho. We have 8 damage on board. I almost made a huge mistake. This goes to the face. Yeah, I do not play with Nicol Bolas enough. Die. Boom! Got him! Bolas for the win. Woo! I totally missed that. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. I just never even clued in. Whoa. I was out of nowhere. Our opponent cannot feel good about that. Bet they were positive they were winning this game. I mean, they untap Oblivion Stone, keeping Kakusho. We're at 6. how do we win from that? But yeah, I mean, Nicole Bolas surprise 7 haste damage will certainly do it. Giant lava axe. Sometimes all you need is a lava axe. Alright, we're on to round 2.